and welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. This is day 1978 of singing together here in community. My name is Shruthi. I'm coming to you from the south of India, the southeast coast actually, from a place called Oroville, and very glad to be your host for the day. The Daily Antidote of Song is brought to you by Carpe Diem Arts, and I just want to invite all of you to just take a few seconds to express your gratitude for the space that has held so many of us in this time for the last 5 years and more, and may it continue to be and thrive and hold us all and give us this little booster shot, if you will, as we come in here, we get our dose of song and community, and we go out into the world and do what we have to do in these times. So very glad that you all are here. Let's wave hello to the live stream on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Hi, live stream. Hope you're doing very well. And to everyone in the Zoom room, welcome. Thank you for being here. To the folks who are holding fort in the green room of sorts today, which is Clelio in New Jersey, Candice in LA, and of course Joe today coming in from New Hampshire. Welcome everyone. To Athena in Brooklyn, welcome and thank you for being here. Hoda in BC, welcome. Sheila in Florida, welcome. Neil in Boston, welcome. Linda on Orcas Island, welcome. Susan in Cincinnati, welcome. Nan in Michigan, welcome. Pauline and William in Newcastle, welcome. Carolyn in Boise, welcome. Diana in Victoria, BC, welcome. Anne in Tennessee, welcome. Kathy in Denver, welcome. Kathleen in Albuquerque, welcome. Laris in the UK, welcome. Luda in Victoria, BC, welcome. Sue in Seattle, welcome. Baba Jim in Maryland, welcome. Mabel and some bears in Mass, welcome. Annette in California, welcome. Cricket, welcome. Nancy coming in from Washington State, welcome. Delhi in Maryland, welcome. Storm in Massachusetts, welcome. Sydney in San Francisco, welcome. Anne in Massachusetts, welcome. Gary in Massachusetts, welcome. Aloysius in Massachusetts, welcome. That's 3 in a row. Jenny in Suffolk, welcome. Elizabeth in California, welcome. Louise in the UK, welcome. Arlene in Berkeley, welcome. Marion in Brighton, welcome. Let's take a deep breath, everyone, and feel ourselves here. We're in for an absolute treat today. I've been behind the scenes, and I know that we're going to be singing more than talking today, which is always so wonderful. And to lead us in song, please give a very warm Daily Antidote of Song welcome to Sonja Morganegg, coming in from Zurich in Switzerland today. This is Around the World Week. Sonja has studied voice at the School of Jazz in St. Gallen in Switzerland, and does breathing techniques and body work, as well as is a voice teacher, a yodeler, and a singer. Sonja, we're so delighted to have you back at the Daily Antidote of Song. Welcome.
Hello, hello. Thank you for inviting me again. It's such a pleasure to go with a yodel with you. Are you ready to yodel?
We are always ready to yodel,
Yoo-hoo! So, yeah, the title of a yodel is the Hobo Zäuerli. Zäuerli is the name of a yodel, and it's a nature yodel, so it's a yodel without lyrics. There are only syllables, very specific syllables from this region. It's from my home region, a yodel.
That sounds wonderful, Sonja. Are we going to jump right in? If you'd lead us through the song, or if you want us to warm up our voices to be ready to yodel, whatever feels right for you.
I think it's really necessary to warm up, because yodel is not only singing, it's just it's calling. So if you have the opportunity to stand up, do that. Stand up and shake your body a little bit, so your body is ready for the call voice. And I really like to start with shaking and letting go all of tensions, and also shaking here the jaw, the tongue, the head, and do some noise, huh? And move and do some voice noise. It doesn't matter how it sounds. I hope your neighbors are happy. And if you have to laugh, you feel your body, and you need really the laugh, the ho ho he ha 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 ho. So this is also calling, or like a dog, like woo 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 woo. So then we are right away in the yodel. So the woo woo, the little dogs, they call like this. Woo woo. So we're in the head voice. So in the yodel we need two voices, the head voice and the chest voice. So we start with the head voice with the yoo-hoo. So do a little call of joy. Maybe you do a little jump. It's easier to when you jump. So the body is ready for yoo-hoo. So I don't know how you do it, but in Switzerland, when you go for a hike in the mountains and you do a call, someone answers, and at least the mountain answers. So we have a lot of echoes. So that's the best place to try out your voice, your yodel voice, is really in a mountain because of the echoes. And what also can happen, that the cows are coming, because in the Alps here in Switzerland, when you go up, you walk in the middle of the fields of the cows. So they are everywhere and they are very curious. So if you do ho ho ho, do this ho ho ho, then it can happen that a cow comes and is looking at you like, what is she doing? And then they wait for the concert. So this ho ho ho, you can again feel your diaphragm, ho ho ho. And if it moves here, it's very, then you use your body. Hey ho. Maybe you have to call someone, whoo. And if you go up with the voice, whoo whoo, like a dog or very high, then you're in the head voice. And when you go down, stay down, ho ho ho, then you are in the chest voice. So we have these two voices for the yodel. And then the jump in between, this is what the yodel is about. Oh, so we have to go first in the chest voice, in the singing chest voice. Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo, yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. So I sing it one time for you, and then I do this, and then you sing, huh? Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo, 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 yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. And this voice is very loud, but it never hurts. If it hurts, you do something wrong. It comes out of this call. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. It comes from your, here, from this center. So you really, when you use your body, it comes from there. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Yo-lo-lo. Yo-lo-lo. And then fast. Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. 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 And now there's a point it gets a bit like hard to do it. Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. You can open your mouth a bit more. Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. And what always is happening is this. Do this. Yo-lo-lo-lo-lo. Then your body knows, oh, she's doing a call. I have to help her, or him. So I'm looking at Shruthi, that's why I'm saying her. Okay. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, it looks very good. And now we do the jump, the yodel jump. This is what yodel is all about, huh? And this really is loud. You cannot do it silent, or it's really a big voice for outside to call the cows finally. Maybe for the male voices it's already very high, but good news, the male voices go to the same range that the women voices. So if it's too high, don't force it. Then I choose a yodel which is not very high, so also men can yodel it very well. Okay. Do that again. Yes, and at the chest voice, I use the O. And at the head voice, I go to the oo. Huh? And in between, there is this vocal break. In a yodel voice, we want the yodel break. In other singing techniques, we train it away. But in yodel, it's really, we want this break. We can do it very low. So this is the bass technique of yodel. Now we learned Hobo Zäuerli. And maybe I brought some notes so we can do the first part, and if we are lucky, we do the second part as well. So hobo is from the Appenzell. This is a very east part, from the east part of Switzerland. It's not with big mountains, there are more hills. There's one big mountain which I can see from my house, so it's really my home region and my home melody. Okay, it's called Hobo Zäuerli. It sounds like this. I sing it one time for you. Oh, hobo, hobo, yoli-ho, hobo, hobo, yoli-ho, hobo, yoli-ho. Repeat. Yobo, hobo, yoli-ho, yobo, hobo, yoli-ho, hobo, hobo, yoli-ho, hobo, yoo-hoo-hoo! And if you like it, you can always do a call of joy. Yoo-hoo! So in our region, when they sing, when they yodel, and they are very excited, it has to come out. And so they do in between, while singing, is someone doing a boo. So this is really pure joy. So yeah, I can see the joy in your faces. So cool. Okay, it's a little melody which is a lot repeated, huh? And the first part, hobo, hobo, yoli-ho. Oh, I see the notes. Yeah. So we start at the first beginning. Hobo, hobo, yoli-ho. Let's repeat this, huh? Hobo, hobo, yoli-ho. Once again. Hobo, hobo, yoli-ho. Now we're in the middle of the first line, and then it goes on, but a bit different. Yo, hobo, hobo, yoli-ho. Only this. Hobo, hobo, yoli-ho. once again. Hobo, hobo, yoli-yo. In Switzerland, we write a J, but we mean a Y, Y. You understand? So the writing is in Swiss. Let's do the first line again, because when you can do this, then you will know the whole song. Hobo, hobo, yoli-yo. Hobo, hobo, yoli-yo. Second line the same. Hobo, hobo, yoli-yo. Hobo. Only the ending is different. Hobo. And like the hills in this region are very soft, we like also the soft endings. Hobo. Maybe you can hear a very a vibrato in the voice. This is very typical for this region, that we make a vibrato. At the end, very long as you can. And then everything is all the time repeated. So we start again. Hobo, hobo, yoli-yo. Hobo, hobo, holi-yo. Hobo, hobo, holi-yo. Do we have time for a little bit the second part?
We'd
Shruti?
love to hear you, Sonja. We'd love to hear
Okay.
you and sing.
The second part is just a play with the same melody. It's a lot. Maybe you can give us the note again. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yo. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yo. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yo. Yolo. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yo. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yo. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yo. So
is-
how did it go for you?
That is so magical, Sonja. Thank you for this gift. It was so beautiful. So
Thank you
beautiful.
so much.
We would, I know folks in the room would just love to just continue singing with you, but we're also people who like to hear the stories of the song. So could you just say a couple more things about this song, perhaps?
So this one is a Zäuerli. So the name says when you hear Zäuerli, you know exactly where it comes from. So every region in Switzerland has its own names for yodel. So this
Right.
one is really, we have 26 cantons. So we have Zäuerli is from Appenzell Ausserrhoden. Maybe you know don't understand my word, but it's very important to know that. And they use this Zäuerli a lot to go with the cows and the goats from one to the other part. So they say tell it überfahren. So they go, they do like a little hike through the village or through the fields to the other place where they feed the cows. So, and while they do this, it's like a parade. They wear these red coats, these costumes, and then they do yodel. And this still happens in Switzerland, and it's so cute, and it's so such a good experience when you see that tradition is really alive, and also the little children do the yodel. So there in this region is it's very alive. So they give it really over generations. And normally the yodel is not written in notes, so they give it from ear to ear. So yeah.
That's amazing. Is that how you learned it? Were you a little child when you learned this music?
I grew up on a farm,
Hmm.
really, but I grew up a little bit beside this region, so it's not in a mountain, so it's down near
Hmm.
the lake. And I look at this mountain, and I grew up while listening to the radio, and I heard yodel, and I was fascinated. And my father had the theory when the cows listen to yodel music, they give more milk. So that's why I grew up while yodel with radio, and my grandmother, she was also a yodel singer. So it's in my family. And I think, yeah.
Amazing. And what a lovely story. The happy cows. Yeah, it's beautiful.
It really cows, they really love, you in India, I don't have to tell you, but they really love music. They're so excited when you do music, they come and they listen. Yeah.
That is amazing. I'm gonna try yodeling to the cows in Oroville and see how they respond tomorrow morning.
Send me the
Uh,
video.
I don't know if anyone's ever yodeled in this part of India before, but I guess I'm just struck by what a privilege it is to hear you sing, and there are people in this room from at least 5 different countries today, and we're all sitting here singing a yodel and being transported to the Swiss Alps at this moment. So thank you for transporting us there, Sonia. Very quickly, tell us where can we find more of your yodels and more of your songs?
I have a Bandcamp site, so when you go on Bandcamp and look for Sonja Morgenegg, my name, you will find all my music there. I have all the other albums, other music, so from singer-songwriting writing into wild yodeling. So wild yodeling is my specific style. It's improvised yodel where I compose everything. So it's my source of my new yodel. So
That's amazing. And we can find some of this wild yodeling on your Bandcamp.
yes, yes.
That's amazing. I'm gonna go look it up after this. Thank you so much. We would love to sing with you again because I know I can sense in the room that we've just warmed up, and it is. I have to tell you, it is almost 10 p.m. over here, and I'm yodeling at the top of my voice. So I cannot even imagine what it is like for those of you where there's actually daylight going on outside and it's the middle of the day. So I'm feeling so energized. Would you lead us through the song again, Sonia? Maybe even
Yes.
quickly through part three. Thank you.
Okay. Mm. Yobo, obo, rioru, obo, obo, rioru, yobo, obo, rioru, obo, ruru. Yobo, obo, lioru, obo, obo, lioru, obo, obo, lioru, obo, ruru. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yoru. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yoru. Yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yoru. Yoli-yollo, ru-ru-ru. yoli-yollo, yoli-yolu, yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yololo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yollo, yoli-yolu, yoli-yolu.
Let's give it up for Sonja Morganegg, everyone, coming in from Zurich. This was so wonderful, Sonia. I think all of us in the room are just going back like with so much more energy and breath and life and some new singing techniques to boot. And folks, remember to try it on the animals around. Um, perhaps the cows and spread the joy. Wow, that is just so beautiful. Thank you for bringing a slice of the mountains, a slice of this music, and really such a privilege to be able to learn a little bit of yodeling from you today, Sonia. Thank you so much.
You're
This was
welcome.
magical.
Pleasure.
So, folks, you know what to do. This is please go find the Bandcamp, and maybe you want to revisit the recordings. They are up on YouTube and Facebook Live, and point someone to these recordings. Perhaps it might make somebody's day, or give them a new vocal technique to try out. Thank you for being here on day 1978. 1978, yes. That sounds more like a year than a day. But it is in fact the number of days that the Daily Antidote of Song has been going, and we're so grateful for it. Today is also Thankful Thursday, and let's see what people in our community have to say about the Daily Antidote of Song. So Lisa Dosha says, the Daily Antidote of Song is a daily reminder of our wholeness, our thread of connection to each other, and the power that bringing our voices together has to shape our reality and our communities. That is from Lisa Dosha, who is a Daily Antidote of Song leader and a hosting partner. Thank you, Lisa. And thank you, folks, for being in here. This is part of International Week, where I believe we have one person from a different country every single day of the week. It's a little around the world trip. I sometimes forget because I'm here so often. What an absolute privilege it is to have singer-song leaders from a different part of the world every day. We started this week with Bindu Malini from India, and went on to have new song leaders, Matt Norman and Laurel Swift, Joe Jenks. Today we've had Sonia. What a privilege that has been. Kim Botham tomorrow, Machlakala Bopape on Saturday, and Joanna Lautabjong to round up the week. This week is India, UK, USA, Switzerland, Canada, South Africa, and Thailand, really making the world smaller, finding our shared humanity, and really shrinking the world as it should, I think. On that note, let's take a deep breath, everyone, and on mute, let us yodel a big gratitude and a big thank you to Sonja Morgenegg coming in from Zurich. Thank you, Sonia, for this beautiful song. We've loved having you on the Antidote. Thank you so much for leading us in song. Okay. And we can wave goodbye to the folks on the live stream. Thank you, Facebook and YouTube. Take care. Have a lovely day. And to everyone in the Zoom room, thank you for being here. Thank you for transmitting your energies across the screen. It's insane and wonderful how much energy actually does transmit across what otherwise seems like a very strange space to be in, but we've been here for 1978 days. So thank you, Athena in Brooklyn, also on tech. Thank you, Neil in Boston. Thank you, Susan in Cincinnati. Thank you, Pauline and William in Newcastle. Thank you, Caroline in Boise, Anne in Tennessee, Kathy in Denver, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Laris in the UK. Thank you, Sue in Seattle, Anne in Massachusetts, Baba Jim in Maryland, Bob, Mabel, and some bears in Mass, Bonnie in Boise, Idaho, Cricket in Maryland, Delhi in Maryland, Kathy in California, Annette in California, Storm in Massachusetts, Hoda in BC, Sydney in San Francisco, Fred in Maryland, Ruth and Clive somewhere on the road, I believe. Anne, thank you for being here. Gary in Mass, thank you for being here. Sheila in Florida, thank you for being here. Nancy in Washington State, with the cow as the picture, since that is our recurring theme. Aloysius in Massachusetts, thank you for being here. Jenny in Suffolk, thank you for being here. Elizabeth in California, thank you for being here. Louise, thank you for being here. Arlene in Berkeley, thank you for being here. Kay in Texas, thank you for being here. The Curly Tops in Vermont, thank you for being here. Joe, coming in from New Hampshire, I think, thank you for everything that you do. Yeah, yay to everyone who has been behind the scenes in tech. See you tomorrow, folks. My name is Shruthi. I am coming in from Auroville, India. See you tomorrow for day 1979 of the Daily Antidote of Song. Bye.